Hey y'all, welcome back to the Pink Envelope. We're decorating for Thanksmas. Have you even heard of Thanksmas before? I have never heard of it outside of my own little world. Thanksmas is Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I love to decorate for fall, then I decorate for Halloween, and then I have to put some form of winter Christmas out, hence Thanksmas beginning. Since it's not necessarily a real thing, I want to introduce you to how I embrace Thanksgiving and everything about it while still adding touches of what I would call winter more than Christmas throughout my home. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you something very exciting, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, let's start with this space here. As always, you can kind of see it as a whole. I want to bring you into each section and talk about what I'm using, how much of the stuff is repurposed, and what is brand new. So if you're looking at a few of these items and you're like, hey, those look familiar, most of these items are from the fall Decorate With Me. I'm gonna link that at the end of this video if you wanna go check that out because it is perfect for this timing. But what I do in my Thanksmas decorating is add elements that have a little bit of a winter touch, more winter than Christmas in most cases. Some seasons, like last year, Thanksmas was very Christmassy. It was very, red and green and wild. If I have a photo, I'll pop it up. This season, I wanted it to be more winter. And so we have the tree from the Steal It Box Christmas, which I just unboxed and it is available. So pop up here if you want to check that out. This Christmas tree plus like, gosh, I should have counted. I don't know how many more items. Actually, I'm not going to list them just in case you don't want spoilers. It's a great box. It's under $100. Go check it out. And then these I've had for years. I think these are like 3 or 4 years old and I use them as tables and risers. They do open, they can store and hide your junk. It's fantastic. I do move over into wintry pumpkin scents. I'm still burning pumpkin. I still want that full Thanksgiving aesthetic. But I do sneak in a few more Christmassy scents. And then of course, once we roll past Thanksgiving, I bust out all the Christmas tree scents. Tell me, when you're decorating, do you match your scents to your decor? Like, does your candle or your Pura or whatever you're using match, or do you just burn whatever you think is wonderful and enjoy it? This is another item that came in that Decors Stills Christmas haul that I filmed. I'll link that up here because this bell is a set of 2 that came in there. And so this season, I invested a little bit more in what I would call the winter, more generic items because I kind of want these items to stay up into maybe even Valentine's while it's still cold outside. We'll see. I usually freak out right after the new year and want to take a break. Like literally, I empty the house and then go all out around January 14th for Valentine's. Tell me, do you even decorate for Valentine's? I love it. But then again, I decorate for St. Patrick's Day and 4th of July. On top of having scents that are telling a story, I have the pine cones that we gathered from the yard, which are a natural element, plugged into some faux elements. I bought these pumpkins years ago at Hobby Lobby or someplace like that, and I have so gotten my dollar's worth by changing out little elements. This is a little element that was in the Fall Thanksgiving Temu haul. Look at me, I'm just popping cards up like crazy. You can go check it out up here. If you want to, you can it's either control or shift, one of those you can play with. You can open these cards that I'm showing you in a new tab and you can watch them after you watch this because everything I'm showing here, I want to show you where I got it. So if you like it, you can go snag it. This piece here, I made it. I don't remember if I filmed a video or if I just wrote a blog post on it when I made it. Super easy, super gorgeous. It can hang in any direction. It's been outdoors. It is hang portrait, just a fun DIY project that I made using knockoff pampas grass. Not even real pampas grass. I'm too cheap. It's too expensive. I think there's like 4 stems of real pampas grass and the rest of it is giant reed, which grows virally throughout the United States. Okay, let's shimmy this direction. I'm going to talk more about the centerpiece here and fun Thanksmas finds on this side. Okay, over here, once again, repurposing so much that I already showed you from the fall box. This is from the 3rd and Main Home Curations. If you're like, what are you talking about? 3rd and Main is a home decor company that builds a curation, puts it in a box and ships it to you. So if you're someone who's like, I do not like decorating, or I love it, but I'm not good at it, I'm gonna link them down below. There's someone to check out. They're professional interior designers curating decor for your home. They're fantastic. I think they have 5 different styles. So good. And like this particular piece here, their interior designers made it. And this piece actually comes out and they sent a backup piece. So when winter gets here, I'll put in a completely different bouquet that matches winter. And then this one is for my fall. And then I just have it stacked on some books that I bought at a thrift store for like 99 cents. Always be looking around for books that, not that you're gonna read. You want them to have some patina, some wear and tear on them. You can use them as risers. I don't have any down here. You can stack them up and down like they're on a bookshelf, but you're doing an ombre or it's a theme. And so constantly be looking out. And I love natural element, y'all. These are giant acorns. I don't even know if you can see them. I'll try to hold it up here. That I collected from I don't know where, out of a yard or a parking lot or something, that brings in those God-given natural elements to your design. And then moving across, you're gonna see more from that Temu fall. We bought this like frame in a set and the picture individually. I can swap out the picture inside this frame for each season for like $1 or $2. So we're looking for some great ways to repurpose, reuse, optimize our time, our space, and our dollar while decorating. Once again, candles that are very pumpkin inspired. And then I like to kind of keep it more simple. I don't know if you guys can see, but all of these down here have lights inside. And they are a lit element, adding texture, and of course in the evenings, now that the sun sets at like 3 o'clock, it gets dark so early, it is quite lovely to have those. Okay, pretty much everything else here you've seen in that fall haul. I am hoping, we're gonna do some fingers crossed, that at the new year, I have some like shelves, bookshelves, some kind of build out. How long have I been saying that? I feel like it's been forever. But I really do wanna add some element that builds up and around on this super long piece. If you have an idea on something I should do to fill in this upper space, either bookshelf or regular shelf, floating shelf, built-ins, I don't know what, send it to me, email it to me. DM me on Instagram. I just need brainstorming power because I'm having too many ideas. Therefore, I'm flooding myself and not moving forward. And when we move forward with decorating this next time, I want us to have a little more spice on the upper side. I love this piece. It's fantastic. But we've shown it here how many times now? We need some more creativity. So DM me on Instagram or Facebook, or comment below, or however you like to hang out with me, and let me know. Let's bounce like around this way so I can show you the Sofaback, the Mantel, and I think I'll move on to my exciting news after that. All right, y'all know this little section. This is the Sofaback to the entryway of my living room. It's definitely a piece that sets the tone for the house. We use it a lot, as you can imagine, for decorating for birthday parties. You come in the front door, you're coming into the party, and voila. A lot of these items are gonna be the same ones you've seen in fall, just decorated very differently, used very differently than we used in that fall Decorate With Me. Y'all remember White Home Woods? This is White Home Woods. These are White Home Woods. A couple of these pumpkins are White Home Woods. They are now rebranding over to, I believe it's pronounced Izaria Home. So that transition is gonna happen between December and January. And so if you're like, oh my gosh, where'd White Home Woods go? They're not gone. They're just moving into a kind of a new concept and an adorable new name inspired by our girls. So you're gonna be seeing the White Home Woods things throughout, but you may hear me change and say, this is from Izaria Home. This is a real pumpkin. Decor Steals is another staple name we've been seeing a lot around here. Decor Steals, I feel like, is upping their game and upping their inventory. Remember, it used to just be the steals, and whatever still was taking place, that's basically what you can shop, but not anymore. They have been adding in, like, they have all of these elements are throughout. This actually right here, it's not even supposed to be here. This is that pumpkin that I got off of Temu in that haul that the girls sleep on as a pillow. It actually didn't look bad up there. And so I want to encourage you, whenever you're moving between the different holidays, reuse, repurpose as much as you can. You know what my friends and I do? We trade items. Hey, I've had this, so in all honesty, I think I've had these set of pumpkins for like 10 plus years. It's probably time for me to contact a girlfriend and trade them because they're in mint condition, or sell them on Poshmark. Find some way to make sure they get more life while still protecting your budget, protecting your time. I just like to reuse. I feel guilty whenever I tell you guys, oh, I've had this item for 10 years, but in the same right, I want you to know that you can invest in something and use it time and time again, especially when it's holiday based. You only use it 1 or 2 times out of the month. Okay, fabulous, gorgeous, easy repurposing. Let me swing you over to the fireplace. That's where you're really gonna see Thanksmas in full bloom. And this is probably my favorite spot of like defining Thanksmas, as we have these very Christmas wintry elements here and here blended in with very fall elements. I don't know where to put the reindeer. I mean, obviously they're reindeer, but they had that really heavy brass look. So they came in, oh, it's in the Decor Stills Fall Christmas Haul. I don't know if I've linked it. I've had so many videos I've told you guys about. If I need to, I can link it up here. If not, everything will be down below in the description. So don't worry there. And I thought these were such a good blending piece. These came from 3rd and Main in one of their more modern boxes. Decor Steals in that Christmas haul I already linked. The Christmas tree and the star garland decor stills in that Christmas haul. And then everything else are me and my blankets. You guys know I love to have my blankets. This thing is emptied out every single day and spread out to the living room. It's almost like a morning routine at this point. I come in, I fluff all the pillows, I pick up all the blankets, I roll them and I put them back in. Because the kids and my husband and I and all of their friends love knowing that there are enough cozy blankets for everyone who's here. And so this space, I would turn on the fire, but y'all, Texas has got to get itself together. We were supposed to have a cold front that missed us. And it's too hot to have the fire, but we have got to be within days. Tell me. Okay, San Antonio, Texas. It is on the day I'm filming this, which is Sunday the 3rd. It's 83. 83. It's such a bummer. We needed to kick up. But where are you? And what is the temperature there? And they are saying by the end of this week, we will be in a high of 73 to 75. Jesus, please, please, please. Candles, you probably can't see them, but there's a table right here. There's candles and light all through here. The candles and light lead up to the candles that are up here. If you're like me and you were terrible about remembering to blow out your candles, get the candles that have the timer that will turn off and on. They're on Temu. I have a link down below. You can grab that if you want to grab that coupon. The candles, they have the timer that you turn it on, and after so many hours or minutes or whatever you set, it turns off, are fantastic. I'm a big believer in those. Obviously significantly safer, especially if you have kids and pets running around the home. I'd love to know also, where are you in decorating? Are you more fall Thanksgiving, generic winter, cold? Have we started incorporating Christmas and Santa yet? Comment below and kind of tell us what you're doing. And if you want to include where you live, that helps as well. It would be a whole lot easier for me to probably embrace Christmas stuff if it was cooler outside. You know what I mean? But I do like the hybrid of the fall Christmas, because something like this, I can super Christmassy it in a month or so if I want to. And I had planned to do this like crazy decorate with me. I was going to walk you through steps, how I'm decorating, what I'm using, all the juicy details, because that's what we used to do back in the day. And I had this on the calendar. But then that amazing husband of mine and myself were chatting, and I was like, hey, looking at the calendar, do you see it like 3 weeks with not much going on outside of like school, regular life? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm not even busy at work. And I was like, I have an idea. How about we take on that kitchen project I've been mentioning how many times over the past year that we're going to do? We did it, y'all. So this is plasticed off while we gut this whole side of the house. And by we, I do mean physically Jonathan and myself. Thank goodness my dad is literally driving up right now to help us. But we're going to get this space completely gutted, expanded, and modernized some. So let me take you behind the scenes of the kitchen remodel. So this was once the round dining room. Remember the dining room table? We've decorated this space together so many times as a dining space or a breakfast nook. It's just going to be all kitchen. cabinets wrapped around a big window that we can serve food and drinks out into the backyard when we have people over. So we'll have cabinets, upper and floating shelves, big window in this space. Let me flip it over and show you the other side. And then over here, we're gonna keep this island as you guys know it. It's gonna stay the same. We're just gonna lift the quartz real quick. Jesus, please hook us up on that because it's like a 50-50 chance that this thing is gonna pop when we lift it. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll place all the cabinets underneath here. And then on this side, custom built in. So we have a cabinet maker who's gonna build everything in for us once we get everything gutted. And so I'm gonna have twice as many plugs, twice as much space, and then cabinets that actually go to the roof and don't have a fur down. Why we ever had fur downs, I'll never know. If you actually know the reason, comment below, because I lost like 2 feet up here to nothingness in this tiny little kitchen. So yeah, we finally did it. Jonathan and I gutted all of this. And once we get the kitchen space done, you know what used to be my office, what is now the dining room, it's gonna stay pretty much as you know it to be, except for we're gonna move in some more deep and moody paint colors in there to be determined what that ends up looking like. I'm hoping I have this done by Christmas. I hope by the time we're doing the Christmas decorate with me, I'm like, look at my new kitchen. Might be a pipe dream, but that's the date we have goal. We're 3 weeks. We want this puppy done. And so hopefully I'm giving you an update on that by Christmas. If you have any questions with anything you've seen, drop them below. I like doing these fun little videos just because we can. I am gonna do more hands-on decorating videos as you guys requested once the construction is done. A, I'll have more energy, and B, I'll have more pretty space to decorate with. And I'm so bummed. I wanna just go ahead and say Simply Hosted, and I will link, I'm probably out of cards, so I probably can't link it up here, but I'm gonna put links down below. They sent their fall box and it's gorgeous, gorgeous. And normally I would walk you through the entire decorating of that space with the Simply Hosted box because it's a very unique palette and so perfect for my home. However, I have no dining room. Like literally you're almost on top of the dining room table that's in the middle of the living room. So we'll have to loop back on that one. But if you're looking for something in the dining space, check that video out. And then I actually have more winter inspired stuff that I might be able to sneak in at a later time, but we're going to go all out for Christmas. So subscribe if you have not already, because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be decorating. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 Christmas trees that I have planned for this one room alone. You're not going to want to miss that craziness. And then we'll be, of course, overhauling all of my favorite spaces that you guys see in every video. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely amazingly blessed day. And if you did subscribe to the channel, I'm going to see you guys later. Bye, y'all.